First of all, do you support allowing illegal aliens to obtain driver's licenses? Just yes or no.
Will hold to.
Do you support tax dollars subsidizing or paying for the health care of illegal aliens?
I support investments in all residents of the people of Chicago, and that's what I do.
That's a yes as well. Yes. Next question. Do you support allowing non-citizens to vote in local elections?
Again, I'm not over the jurisdiction of that type of law, but again, I'm committed to investing in all residents of the people
I'll
of Chicago.
take that as a yes. I've got an article from the Chicago Sun-Times, and I'll quote here briefly. Johnson proposed, among other things, that all residents, regardless of citizenship status, be able to vote for Chicago Board of Education members.
Chicago,
This
what a
raises
welcoming city
serious
ordinance
ethical
is.
concerns. You're providing an enormous amount of aid to illegal aliens, aiding and abetting criminals who have come into our country illegally. And you yourself are receiving an enormous amount of gifts, and you won't even tell us who they're coming from.
Today's House Oversight Committee hearing was anything but boring. If you thought Chicago politics was wild before, buckle up, because Representative Brandon Gill just turned up the heat on Mayor Brandon Johnson in a way nobody saw coming. It all started with a simple question, at least it sounded simple. Rep. Gill wanted to know, why does Chicago, under Johnson's leadership, keep doubling down on expensive policies for illegal immigrants? Driver's licenses, health care, even college tuition for non-citizens. Gill laid it all out point by point, demanding the mayor give him a straight answer. But Johnson? He stuck to his script, talking about compassion and the city's proud history of welcoming people from all backgrounds. Rep. Gill wasn't buying it. He fired back. So you're saying illegal aliens get the same benefits as citizens? How do you justify taking resources from Chicago's struggling families to help people who, let's be honest, aren't even supposed to be here? The tension in the room was thick. You could feel it. Gill pressed even harder, bringing up Chicago's homeless, its underfunded schools, people barely getting by, while the city, he argued, spends millions on newcomers. Johnson tried to pivot, but Gill wasn't done. That's when things took a turn. Gill shifted from policy to something even more explosive: ethics. Mayor Johnson, he said, let's talk about these gifts, Gucci totes, Hugo Boss cufflinks, and more, given to your office. Who's sending you this stuff?
I want to ask you a series of questions. If you could answer with a yes or no answer, that'd be great. First of all, do you support allowing illegal aliens to obtain driver's licenses? Just yes or no.
So the city of Chicago has been a welcoming city for over 40 years.
I'll take that as a yes. Next question.
And that's the policy that we will hold to.
Do you support tax dollars subsidizing or paying for the health care of illegal aliens?
I support investments in all residents of the people of Chicago, and that's what I do.
That's a yes as well. Do you support free or reduced college for illegal aliens?
Again, I support the investments of all residents of the people of Chicago.
Take that as a yes. Next question. Do you support allowing non-citizens to vote in local elections?
Again, I'm not over the jurisdiction of that type of law, but again, I'm committed to investing in all residents of the people of Chicago.
I'll take that as a yes. I've got an article from the Chicago Sun-Times, and I'll quote here briefly. Johnson proposed, among other things, that all residents, regardless of citizenship status, be able to vote for Chicago Board of Education members. Next question. Your website states, and this is your campaign website, quote, I will not stop fighting until abortion access is completely secure for people all over the country, end quote. Yes or no, do you support taxpayer-funded abortions for illegal aliens?
I support the reproductive rights of all people, all women.
That is a yes as well. Your mayoral transition website mentions support for creating a Chicago Board of Education non-citizen advisory board. Again, yes or no, do you support appointing non-citizens to government advisory boards?
I was invited here today to discuss welcoming cities.
Yes or no?
I was invited here to discuss welcoming cities.
This is a yes or no
If you're
question.
interested in asking me
You're not
questions
gonna
about the
filibuster.
welcoming
I'll
city,
take that as a
I'm
yes.
happy to
We're gonna
answer those
move on.
questions.
No, we're going to move on. As you know, President Trump, unlike the previous administration, has taken serious action to bring foreign criminal gangs to justice, to take our border back and to restore public safety in our communities. He designated 8 transnational criminal organizations and cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. These are groups like Tren de Aragua, MS-13, Sinaloa, other some of the most grotesque and ruthless and brutal organizations in the world. You, as mayor of a sanctuary city, have been virtually giving favors to illegal aliens. Apparently, you support an enormous amount of taxpayer resources going to them as well. But you yourself have also received a lot of gifts. And for those of you who don't know, Mayor Johnson has a secret gift room that is not given access to the public or for access to the Office of Inspector General. I'd like to ask you a couple questions about that. Do you know everyone who's given you a gift since you became mayor?
The city of Chicago has had a policy for
That's
40
a
years
yes or no question.
where there are individuals that would like to
take-
give
no,
gifts to
I'm
the city
reclaiming
of
my
Chicago.
time. I'm going to take that as a
and we
no.
do not accept those
When did
gifts.
you
We
become
receive
mayor?
them on
No, I'm
behalf
going to reclaim my
of
time
the city
here.
of Chicago.
You're not going to filibuster here. When did you become mayor?
I was elected mayor of the city of Chicago in April of 2023, and I was sworn in May
good. On
15th
June
of
12th
2023.
On June 12th, 2023, you received Hugo Boss cufflinks and a personalized Mont Blanc pin. Do you know who gave you those?
So I did not receive those personally. The city of Chicago
You received those
them.
on behalf
and
of
that's
the city of
right, on behalf of
Chicago.
the city of Chicago,
I
every
understand
mayor
the difference.
in the
Do you know
history
who-
of Chicago who has
You know who
provided
gave those
gifts
to the city of Chicago? Do you know who gave those to the city of Chicago?
So again, on behalf of the city of Chicago, there are
It's a yes
gifts
or no
that are
question.
received,
Do
but I
you?
do not
Do you-
accept. Those are not
so you
my
don't-
personal
so you
gifts.
don't know.
Those are the gifts of the city of
On March
Chicago,
18th,
and that's why you are aware
2024
that they exist because they're
reclaim
within the
my
law.
time here, sir. On March 18th, 2024, you received a Gucci tote bag. Do you know who gave you that? Gave the city of Chicago that?
Ken, I was here and I was invited
I'll also
to
take that as
respond
no.
to the
On March
questions
19th,
around
2024,
welcoming
the
city, and I'm
city of
happy to answer
Chicago
any of those
received
questions.
A Givenchy bag, a Kate Spade purse, and Carucci shoes. Do you know who gave the city of Chicago those?
Again, I was brought.
I'll
I
take
brought
that as
my
a no.
energy
I'm
here
reclaiming my time
to respond
here, sir. I am
on behalf of the
reclaiming
city
my
of Chicago
time.
of
This
what a welcoming
raises
city
serious
ordinance is.
ethical concerns. You're providing an enormous amount of aid to illegal aliens, aiding and abetting criminals who have come into our country illegally. And you yourself are receiving an enormous amount of gifts, and you won't even tell us who they're coming from. That
Chairman,
raises
time is up.
serious ethical
We have a
concerns.
5-minute rule.
Johnson for a moment seemed caught off guard. He insisted, "These gifts are for the office, not for me." But Gill wasn't letting him wiggle out. "You're telling us you don't know who's behind these gifts? You're the mayor. Don't you think Chicagoans deserve to know who's trying to curry favor with their city?" The mayor tried to reassure everyone that proper procedures were followed, but Gill made it clear, this was about more than paperwork, it was about trust. You're handing out taxpayer dollars to people who aren't citizens, while your office gets expensive gifts from mystery donors. How is that not a conflict of interest? As the hearing wrapped up, Gill called for the city's inspector general to investigate. The message was clear. The people of Chicago deserve transparency. And until they get it, the questions won't stop. So, what do you think? Did Representative Gill go too far, or was this exactly the accountability Chicago needs? Should Mayor Johnson's office be investigated? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for the latest on this story.
Thanks for watching The Left Wing Critic, where politics meets passion and we hold power to account. If you're tired of corporate spin and right-wing noise, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and join the movement. The left doesn't stay silent, and neither do we.